Hi there, Sensei Victoria Whitfield here, and this is your weekly love letter from the dojo at naturalintuition.com, your source for channeled holistic stress management techniques and guidance for developing your natural intuition. This week the question is, why so worried? Why are you so worried? Now, it would be really easy for me to just tell you, stop worrying. Don't worry anymore. Let it go. Release it. Release the hounds of your worry. But that's not what I've been guided to relay to you this week in particular. Instead, this is a digging week, a journaling week, a self-reflection, internal introspection week. Why so worried? Perhaps you are someone who other people have called, or you self-identify as, I'm a worry-wart. I worry about my kids. I worry about my business. I worry about the economy. I worry about my health. I worry about my boyfriend, or I worry about my pets. I worry about what I'm going to make for dinner tonight, right? Perhaps you self-identify as I'm a worry-wart. Okay? Or other people may have said, oh, she's always worrying all the time. Like maybe your husband or your wife, your significant other has said that about you, your partner. Or maybe in business, the other person is like the visionary, creative, risk taker, and you're the worrier, right? How are we going to do this? Let me look at all the metrics and get into the nuts and bolts of things. Okay. Worry is suffering. I'm sorry to have to be the one to break that to you, but worrying is a form of suffering. And so the more that you identify with being a worry-wart or being someone who worries a lot, the more you identify with having a life that is driven by your suffering. By the way, you identify that. It's not something that anybody else puts on you. And I know this is a little bit tough to hear, but I want you to know it's because I care about you, right? The guides are also saying, worse yet, you may be someone who associates worry with caring. So if worry, under our definition currently, is suffering, that means you associate suffering with caring, or better yet, love with suffering, right? So there's this sense of, oh gosh, fear of being in intimate relationships because what if I care too much? What if it ends? And we begin to worry about that. Suffering before anything has happened or before there is any proof of something to legitimately take care of and respond to. Be kind to yourself. If this is you, I know this is tough to hear. If this is you, I'm feeling a lot of tense energy coming through as we're channeling. When we are worrying, we are actually managing and creating a sense of felt control and influence on an object or a person or something, a situation that it's impossible to control or manage. Right? So take, for example, love. When we worry, we create this connection through the management of how we feel and how we think things are going to go for them. Like, oh, what if this happens, and what if this happens, and what if this happens? Because you've suffered your way through all of the imaginary possible situations and scenarios. Get ready for this. It gives you a sense of significance. Whereas without that, all that suffering and imagining all of that, you wouldn't feel, for some reason, secure or significant to that person that you care about. Did you know that you are so special? That, in fact, you don't have to be responsible for figuring out every future by yourself, especially if you're worrying about somebody else. Include them. Hello. Share what's on your heart. Why so worried? Why do you associate and root your sense of significance as a human being, or as a mother, or as a lover, or as an owner? Why do you associate your significance with worry and your ability to envision and create possible negative outcomes? Don't blame it on anybody. I just heard somebody say, well, my mother worried all the time. Or my father, oh my God, when he was always worried about the next thing. What next, right? Resist the urge to blame it on someone. This is a journaling opportunity. The guides now are calling, read the oracle cards. Angel Therapy is the oracle cards deck for this week. I know this is a touchy, kind of squishy subject. Okay, but you gotta hear it. This is what they said. Angels, please tell us, what do we need to know about worrying? Like, why? Why do we worry so much, and what do we need to know? Ugh. Ooh. You ready for this? Heal away addictions. The guides just said this is a big reason why you cannot blame your parents or your society or your community for your identity as a worrier. That's your addiction. This is not to blame the victim. Instead, I want you to know you have power to shift the story of your life and the story of who you are. You don't have to be worried all the time. You don't have to be the worrier, right? There's more to life than suffering through her. It's time to let go of behaviors that are blocking you from your heart's desire. Ask Archangel Raphael to help you with this healing. I'm just going to do this on behalf of you. Archangel Raphael, for whoever is watching right now. Ooh, the energy. For whoever is watching right now who is filled with worry or who identifies as being the worrier, I ask that you surround this person or people with your healing green light and infuse their heart with your healing energy. Thank you. I feel your presence so strong right now. And lift the worry out of them. Take it away. And we give all of our worries over to you, over to Source, over to God, knowing that we are never alone in that which concerns us. We ask that you heal the identity around worry, and that we be released to a higher vibration from being the worrier to being the communicator, the connector. Let us come out of our caves and into the world to shine our light in the way that we have been built to in this lifetime. And so it is. Comment below, send me an email back. What's coming up for you around worrying? Did you need to hear that? What did you feel during that sequence just now? Perhaps it was a prayer or meditation for you. Let me know. Subscribe on YouTube so that you get your love letters every week first. And by the way, share this with the worrier in your life. If you know who it is, don't let them continue on this path of self-imposed suffering. There's so much more to life than that, okay? Sending you so much love and blessings, and I'll see you next week. Mwah.